In today's video, I'm gonna briefly run y'all through all of the popular AI tools used in viral social media content and also music videos. Some of these tools are paid, but they all have free trials, and you could just make a whole bunch of freaking emails and get right through these jobs. But anyway, let's get it. Alright, brothers, so we're gonna start off with this Photoshop effect. As you can see, I already kind of like did it here, but I'm gonna run y'all through it one more time. So I'm just gonna scroll through this clip and probably just find like a different frame and just change up the prompt. I like to use FX console. You could just take a screenshot right here, but I just take my screenshot by hitting Control Space, and I hit this little picture right here. So in Photoshop, I'm gonna open up my image that I just took. So now I'm gonna come over here and grab the crop tool, right? And with the crop tool, I'm just gonna grab one of my corners. I like to grab the bottom right corner and I just drag it out until the image fits perfectly in the top left square. All right, so now once you have it in that corner, you can just click and drag it into the center of your screen. And then you just wanna hit Generate Expand. And since my subject is standing in front of a brick wall, I like to use keywords that kind of match what's exactly going on my screen. So I'm gonna just put brick wall and then it's gonna generate an image. It's gonna take a little while. All right, I can go with this one, but let me give another prompt because I'm not really liking this. Let me generate one more time. All right, anyway, so now you can see I got me a wall with my subject there. For some reason it's cutting off his shoes. But anyway, so you just wanna file, export, and you wanna export as. Once you export it, you save it. I'm gonna name this as X2. Now I'm gonna come back into After Effects, right? And with my video layer highlighted, I'm gonna just come up here to the rectangle tool, or you can just hit Q on your keyboard. And I'm just gonna make a little mask around my subject. It's capturing his shadow as well. And as you can see, he's by himself. I'm gonna file, import the newer image. I'm gonna drag it into my comp, make sure everything is lined up. And as you can see, he's there. But we having that little floor issue, so I'm gonna like do some feathering, right? And now this is where the fun happens. You can highlight both of the layers, make them 3D, and of course turn on the motion blur. And as you can see, he's in the shot. And then just add a camera. And now when you add the camera, you wanna hit the stopwatch on point of interest and position. Move those keyframes like to the end, and then now press C on your keyboard to change your camera tool. And once you have that tool, you could just click and drag backwards up until this fits up to here. And yeah, now you want to just easy ease those keyframes. And if you want to add some extras, just add like an adjustment layer, add radial blur, some exposure. All of those effects sell this effect really good. Or you can even pre-comp the camera, the clip, and the picture. And when you pre-comp it, you just add the forced motion blur. And you should be good with that. You see how we just made a stopwatch on the radial amount? Make it like 11 because that's too high. And then bring it to the middle. Bring this down to 0. And now let's easy ease those. Feel what I'm saying? Let's move on to the next effect. So this next effect, we're going to be using the website called Pixverse AI. It's a website that enables you to make CGI effects with just simple images or clips from your video. So yeah, let's jump straight into this, brothers. I'm going to put a video in here, and it's going to be the video that we just did the extend on. So I rendered that out in an MP4 format. All right. Make sure that your video is not like over 1080p unless you actually pay for this. I'm not the best with prompts, but let me just punch something in. The subject turns to dust and disappears. And I use particles as another keyword, prompt in this format. And photorealistic, just so I can keep the realistic look from my camera and stuff like that. So I'm gonna press create. And also, these credits, like I said, you gotta sign up to get them, so yeah. Oh, it's dope. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that's dope. I'm not gonna waste too much time getting this correct for tutorial purposes. But as you can see, I use some other effects in here. Like if you click effect, you could go choose like one of these little presets. Like this one that I use right here was for I choose zombie mode. And then it just gave me this. Like, I feel like if I added some more word into the prompts, I probably could get rid of the smoke that it's giving, because I really do not like that smoke. That smoke is so ugly. But I also got this one from using this effect right here, the wicked shots. And if you see, I don't know. Look, man, if you guys think AI is about to take over the game, bro, you got another thing coming. But anyway, let's move on to the next effect, brothers, because yeah, this one is a little weak. All right, brothers, this next effect, this one, pretty sick, and it's also pretty easy. And I don't really think you need too many points to sit here and make a whole bunch of creations. Like usually I always get this one on the first try. This is a website called Luma Labs. This website makes it hella easy for you to make transitions with just images. So right now I'm gonna just show you how easy this is, right? As you can see, I already have 2 creations from my past projects on some client work that I did. One for Shaq and the other one, yeah, these are both for Shaq. They were created 5 days ago. So real quick, I'm gonna just run y'all through this, right? So first off, you wanna just take 2 screenshots, right? So in that Premiere Pro or whatever editing software you're in, find the best place in your timeline. Come to this little icon right here and click the picture, or you can just hit the little shortcut that they give you, which is Control-Shift-E. And then you also wanna take a screenshot of another frame. Make sure when you take your second screenshot that it's the first frame, like the starting of your next clip, like the clip you're going to be transitioning into. I'm gonna take these 2 screenshots as well as dynamic linking these 2 clips over to After Effects, and then I'm gonna perform my transition there. Now that you have your screenshots, you can just come to your browser and just drag the first one in and just type in seamless transition. And then for the end frame, you can just click end frame, go to the folder where you got it saved, and then let's just hit this little enter icon right here, and we let it do what it do. When it finished dreaming, I'm gonna come back. All right, brothers, as you can see, it is done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna download. When I download it, I'm gonna save it where I want. Now I'm gonna drag it into my software. So I usually just trim it in between the space where I want my transition to happen. Once I trim it, I transform bit to comp. Now I'm gonna hit time, enable time remap, and then I'm gonna drag this out until it gets to the last frame. Usually you have this little ugly logo right here at the top, so I just come in here, pre-comp the clip, leave all attributes, and then I go inside that pre-comp, I come to the rectangle tool, zoom in with the clip highlighted, and I just make a little simple mask around the word, and I invert the mask, feather it by maybe 5 or 7%, and then I just generate fill. Once the generated fill is finished, you should not see that watermark anymore, so you should be good with that. Yeah, let's blend it in some. So usually I come here, I add a solid just to give me a little quick flash, right? And once I do that, I take these 2 clips, I pre-comp them, right? And I hit track motion, stabilize motion. And I'll just take the point, track it forward, and track it backwards, but I'm gonna do it manually. So once I finish tracking those points, I'm gonna hit edit target, click OK, click apply, click OK. Now you can see it's tracked. I ain't playing around. Now I'm gonna turn on motion blur and make this a 3D layer, add a camera, and at the flash is what I'm gonna start to move the camera. So I'm gonna open the camera layer, go to transform, and just make 2 keyframes on the position and the point of interest. And as the camera is zooming in, I'm gonna press C and just lock it to a subject. And you press C to toggle through these tools. You got one at X, Y, you have the Z axis, and then you have the rotation, orientation. I usually add more stuff to clean this up some more, but this is clean as hell. So I believe we got the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? You can always add, let me just add force motion blur. I ain't playing around. And yeah, my brothers, that's definitely it for this effect. You feel what I'm saying? And if you found this video helpful, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna be back with some more shit. You feel what I'm saying? Peace out.